Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. A little Football Friday on the Midday Money Show, August the 26th. Hours away, 24 hours away from college football. I feel like we should have like college music playing in the background, but then we get some kind of copyright infringement and we're banned. And then like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Picks and parlays, Max Wager, win free picks. Wherever you're watching, you give it a thumbs up. That'd be great. Because then I know you're watching. More importantly, I like people coming to the live show because without the comments, the show ends soon. But I just told Tim, I said, you know what? I said something tells me we'll be going right up to the 12:58 mark today with football and NFL and college and just baseball in general. A lot of stuff to talk about there. So we'll just jump right into the thick of things. Why not? Let's get it started. Hold on one second. I got a sneeze coming on.
Ah!
It was a double. It was a double sneeze. Usually I get 3 in a row. It was a double. What am I going to do? It happens. Live, baby. We're live. All right. So yesterday, we dropped the game here with the White Sox. A tough one. Someone said to me on Twitter, like, oh, you always remember, like, bad beats or bad losses. I'm like, yeah, I remember just losses in general because I don't expect to lose, right? You bet a game. You don't bet it thinking you're going to take a brutal hook on a game to get a loss or a guy drop it on the foul ball. Losses easy to remember, especially bad ones.
Not only just the drop foul ball. How about an 0-2 count with 2 outs, and then Showers his name was, gets his first major league home run.
Yeah. The dead center.
Yeah, I had the over in that game. Still didn't hit.
Yeah.
Went 11 freaking innings, and it didn't hit.
And then I think, okay, I got a shot here. Okay, we somehow miraculously pulled out of the bottom of the 10th. And then I see top 11. I'm like, all right, we got the heart of our order up. We could grab a run here or two. No. Well, it is what it is. And like I said, the losses, yeah, bad loss. It's still a loss, whether I catch a bad one like that or the team loses 7-1. The game's supposed to win. That's why people are like, oh, it's your biggest. I don't remember wins. Every game, a win's a win. It's supposed to win. Dog, fave, run line, money line, however you're doing it. Fave should win. Your bet, actually, faves, your bet should win. So any loss is a memorable loss because I don't want to lose. But we are in a little rut here on the video. I'm not going to lie about the baseball. I mean, okay, 177 and 173. The numbers look good, right? We're still plus 30-62 in the video, but a rough patch. And I told Tim, I was like, you know what? Having a couple rough days here. Last about a week of baseball has been, I have a winning day, then I'll have like a 1-3 day. 1-2 yesterday. Seattle under, the White Sox and the A's get their doors blown off. I'll be staying away from that for now. But I don't know, maybe just, sometimes you hit the rough patches. I'm not going to be taking all the faves and the pick'em kind of games went down. It happens. Today. So Nats run line. Yes, Nats run line. Bringing up one of their top prospects. I'm taking a shot here. It is against the Reds and Mike Minor. The line has gone up, so I feel good about that. It was a minus 112, and now they're in the, now they're what, a 130, 140 fave. So I'll take a flyer on the Nets. That's what I'm doing here. NFL 2-0 last night on the video. 6-4 for the video here, as both Houston and what was the other one? I totally forgot who the other team was yesterday. Now I got to flip back my other page here.
For what?
Who do we have? Oh, Kansas City. Yeah, I totally forgot. So they both cashed for us. We'll take it. 6-4, 11-6 overall for the preseason. Not bad. That's like a 64% I'll take it. Today, the Bills. I know people will be like, the Bills, they're sitting everybody. Well, sitting everybody. They said everybody all the time. I mean, like, okay, Allen was coming in for a series or two. They have 2 NFL quarterbacks behind them. Their backups have been playing and getting the the bulk of the playing time and all the numbers and pushing these overs because it's what they've been doing. So you're going to run and not take Buffalo. And I understand, like, oh, they're begging to take the Bills. They've won 10 straight or whatever. But on the flip side, you're going to be okay. Like, let's take the Ravens because they've won 20 in a row. We got to take them today. And it's the Panthers laying points here. Okay, Mayfield's going to play, what, a quarter? It's still Baker Mayfield, folks. I mean, I like Baker. I like Carolina week 1. We got him at +4. Nice number there. You're running on a Friday night to bet PJ Walker. All right. Let me know how that works out long term. Let me see how that works for you. Saturday's games, we got the Browns and the Titans here. College football, 98 and 81 in the video last year. So we'll start those off. I got them here because people are going to talk about them. Illini under the 44. I got it at 46. I did that, I guess, a week or two ago with Lenny. New Mexico State, we've talked about earlier, right, when the lines came out. It's 8.5 now. I bet them at 9.5. And under Hawaii, 54.5. Yes, everybody's going to come in and want to take Vanderbilt, right? It's Vandy. You got to fade Hawaii. And I understand fading Hawaii, right? It's Tommy Chang. The guy was like, maybe was he a coordinator for like a week or something? I don't even know. No head coach experience. You got 5 starters back on his team. Vandy, you're an SEC team. Act like it. This game was a pick 'em. It's going to close at probably 10. It's going to get steamed all the way up, right? Everyone's going to be like, I got to take Vanderbilt here. And I understand. I'm going to take the under. I saw Vanderbilt because I bet them, or I didn't bet them. I was on the other side. Mid-Tennessee State as a 20-point underdog or whatever they were, win outright at Vanderbilt last year. So I know Vanderbilt can sometimes not show up for games. But the week after that, they won at Colorado State. So I'm expecting that kind of performance here on the islands. It's not like they just flew out on a Wednesday for this game. They've been there for over a week. Body clocks are fine. They're ready to go. They've put their lays on. They've had some luau's. They're ready to go. So, yes, would I still think about taking Vandy up to, as long as I'm not laying more than 10. I think they should win by double digits. But again, give me the under. This game could easily be like 33-3 or something. So under the total. Hey, Hawaii Rainbows. So there's that. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. These plays are all posted in case you're interested on following on the Twitter universe. I know we're going to talk about college a second. So, Tim, I was with our old friend Chelsea this morning on her BetQL show, and the little lead-in was like, "Oh, do you, jump into week 0? Do you not play? You wait?" And Jenks was like, "Do you wait a couple weeks to play?" And I'm like, "Wait, listen. The fact that you just said like play for fun or wait a couple weeks, you should have numbers. If you're gonna bet full time, a lot of people bet for fun. We say that all the time with the parlays. But if you have your numbers, you should still bet. Again, we talk about bankroll management and working whatever you have to bet on, right? You don't want to come and be like, game of the year on a Saturday. Here we go. Big Ten game. It's my game of the year, the Big Ten, even though it's played in Ireland today. Now, that's just ridiculous. It's week 0, these teams. And even for week 1, you still got to tread lightly. You like games, you bet them. You don't go crazy, folks. All right? And I know some people tell you they're locks, the Fort Knox locks, and call me in the morning, easy winners. Yeah, everything's easy after the fact. I can come in here and say everything's that. It's a little played out a little bit. So, Justin, hit the like button. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Eric's in the house. Rearview mirror time. Always. And I say that to my kids all the time. Like, we're in the car and you're in a turn lane and the person in front of you is looking. I'm like, there's a whole acceleration lane. Go. Stop looking behind you. That's why the windshield's the entire front of the car and your rear view is this big. Stop it, folks. You lose, you move on. It's life. Front window time. Yes. I thought you meant rear view time, meaning put in rear view. Michael, good morning. What do you think about your Giants today? Do you do a run line plus 165 with the Twinkies here or what? David, how are you today? Like the Yankees money line, Mets run line, Blue Jays run line, and the Bills. Okay, so we got some big faves here. I don't mind, right? The Yanks. Here we go. 4 in a row, and I I had the A's yesterday. Kind of like Caprillion, kind of like Sears a little bit too. An old Yankee guy. That being said, I can't get involved with the Yanks, as I said the other day, right? They now have won 4 in a row. They are 13-20 since the All-Star break, 5-14 in August. For me, a money line play at 290. What are we doing here? Mets run line, I totally understand, right? You don't lay 330, but you're still laying 290 with the Yanks, Dave. Why not just run line all these guys? Yanks, Mets, Blue Jays. You get the Jays on the run line, Mets, but not the Yankees. You think the A's come in and score 6 runs today and it's a 7-6 game? Because to me, that's the odd duckling of the game. Like we can see the Mets. We've seen them with Scherzer on the hill, with DeGrom on the hill, play 2-1 games, right? The Yanks are a team. It's feast or famine, and when they're hitting, they're going to put up 8, 9, 10 runs. Are the A's scoring 6, 7, 8, 9 runs to keep close here? I know Cole's good for a couple runs. No, run line. You got to run line that to me. And the Jays with who's on the hill today for Toronto? We got White, right, for them. The old Dodger cat. I understand. I get it. Detmers, though. I had Detmers the other day against the Angels. Maybe a little under action there, but I don't mind. Again, take the Yanks run line in this thing. Are these straight bets? Maybe it's a parlay. I don't know what you're doing here. And Bills money line. Take a shot to Bills money line. They've won 10 in a row. I get it. Yanks run line, yes. Houston run line, another big fave at 195, but plus 110 run line. Texas run line, plus a quarter. I thought about that myself, right? Who's on the hill? Glenn Otto today? White Sox under with Cueto. The guy just keeps dealing and dealing. He's like the Energizer Bunny. And Mini under, huh? Going a little under Minnesota with Ryan on the hill? It's tough to do an under with the Giants. I mean, shorter Rendon on the hill. You know, Mike, where's Mike? Tell him, Mike. Tell him about your bullpen. How great it is. Just says, he's got the Yanks, Oakland over. Yes. My buddy said that on Twitter. He's a good fellow. I wonder who he is. I took Tampa Bay money line. I know how good Waka's been, but the Sox are off back-to-back extra inning games. All they seem to do is leave running on base. Tampa's won 6 in a row. Yeah, ride the streak, right? I always say it all the time. You get to the 3-4 mark, take the wins. Now you got a team on a win streak at plus money, which is rare. Usually you're laying, and you got to kind of watch a little bit here, but I like it. And Waka, I want to say he's like Cueto, but Cueto's had the whole season being well. You know? Here it is, locking in with the king. How things going for you, my guy? Good to see you. Thoughts on Cleveland, Seattle? I like the over. Sidewise, I had the under yesterday here. And kind of like a bad spot for the Tribe yesterday, right? You had the San Diego afternoon, early kind of start there. And Bieber, he's still a solid guy. If I could get plus money on Cleveland here a little bit. Actually, no, it's moved. It's flipped. Okay. Last night Seattle was 115. Now I'm looking at Cleveland minus about the same. And this total's at 6.5 in some spots. That just looks way too easy to say take it under with these two pitchers. I did not move on this game. I got the Nats and I got a KC under 8.5. J Rock, what do we got? Goldie Ribbies. St. Louis. Who's he facing today? Strider?
I'm pretty sure he was referring to him yesterday.
Oh, this is yesterday. Yeah, with the
yes. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. I think he did it.
Not a bad day. Not a bad day. So what do you got here? Harper, 3 bases. You know what? I think that's worth a shot there. Plus 155. But again, what's the homer prop? I would rather just kind of do a homer prop on him. Because he kind of tore it up in AAA. I mean, Wilson's not a great guy to. I mean, I don't know what his career numbers are there, but I would maybe think of a home run prop if I get 3-1 or more.
Yeah, that Bryce Harper guy. I'm pretty sure he's a pretty big prospect. They brought him up really quickly.
What's this homer prop? Has it got to be 3-1? It's hopefully it's more than
It's
3-1.
I heard on one of the books because we asked the chat today, and because we didn't have it, somebody goes on FanDuel it was 255.
Eh,
I think it's against the Pirates.
I know. It's just,
but no, I
it's still a home run. The guys have played in a month or two.
I mean, was it the first swing he had in the minors?
It's the minors, bro. Come on.
It's the minors. Yeah, he should be doing that. He had what? 2 home runs in a game, a walk-off, couple walks, a triple.
I hate the
He's pretty
walk-offs.
good.
We stopped saying walk-offs. That I was going to put down Twitter that I keep saying like the Orioles walk it off. Bro, we never had a game-winning. It's a game-winning hit.
No.
I like.
No.
Why do they call it the wall? It's like, they don't do game-winning RBIs. I remember the back of baseball cards back in the day. They'd have like your ribbies. They didn't say like game-winning RBI. Like that was a good thing. Like who's the clutch guy up? Who's driving runs in? You don't want to see with the game on the line.
True.
The true game-winning RBI, bottom of 9 ribbies.
Sorry, he had a game-winning hit in the bottom of the 9th or whatever in his minor league game.
Walk off. Stop with that crap.
It's a lot quicker to say walk off, but whatever.
Game winning. See, but that's the problem because you're the participation trophy generation. Like, hi, I'm playing soccer. Nobody wins. That's why you don't know what winning is. We had a ice cream celebration goal, right? Like, oh, look at this.
I heard ice
Coach
cream.
is gonna buy ice cream.
I heard ice cream. I like ice cream.
Game winning hit. Low ribby. I like low, so I'll agree with that. Yes. Nats rookie. Yes, I like the Nats today. I like this kid. He's a top prospect for them. And it's the Reds, so you're definitely alive. Bills plus 210. Where's the shot? I mean, they won 10 in a row. Why not take a shot with a team that's won 10 in a row? Because on the same token, people are going to be here running to take the Ravens. We got to take the Ravens. Okay. I mean, they're laying 6, and this team's getting 6. Under. Going to bet the Raiders either way, but your thoughts. I don't like the Patriots. The offense looks terrible. Under for me. Sidewise, I mean, come on. These guys know the coach. He was a coordinator, so they know exactly. The Patriots know exactly what the Raiders are going to be running here. Number one, the Patriots are still trying to figure out an offense. I mean, in their practices, the Patriots are calling out the plays ahead of time in the 2-minute drill. So I mean, give me the under here. Under. Sidewise, no thought wise. Second bet day is Buffalo. Yes. Jump in that Buffalo plus money. I like seeing that. So, Roger, I know the Yanks. I know. I don't know if it's you coming in and saying they'll never lose again or Brett Boone acting a fool, slamming a desk. But they should win. You're playing the A's as $2 faves. So, as a Yankee fan, I want to see them sweep Oakland and sweep the Angels and try to get a little momentum back for themselves. It's all fine and dandy when you're beating these teams. Let's see against the good teams, though. I gotta say I do against the Astros. Just I say it all the time. It's like the parlays. People want to come in huge 7, 8, 9 leg parlays. Let's have some fun. Have some fun. Under in the Braves Cards game with Strider and Katana. I'm gonna say no. As much as I do like Strider, I know Tim doesn't like Strider, and I like Katana a lot. But I like Strider as well. I just think this is going to be an over game. I think Katana's going to give up a couple. He's a guy who's always like a 3-run guy, whether he's facing trash or facing a good offense. He's always going to give up a couple. And the Cards are just red hot. I mentioned the Yanks. They're 13-20 run. Well, St. Louis on the 22-5 run. And it's tough to say let's not take a dog here or let's take an under like they're not going to be able to hit the ball. They hit the ball. Short of the other day when I had them in game 1 on a run line. Besides that, I think they've gone over 5 runs in 8 of 10 or something. They chuck up runs. So,
not to mention they have the number 1 and number 2 for MVP voting at 3 and 4 in their lineup.
Yeah,
with Goldie and Arenado.
Oh, I thought it was Jack Clark and Tommy Herr. No.
Yeah, those guys too. Yep.
I love that team. Willie McGee, Vince Coleman, Tommy Herr, Jack Clark. No, Akeem Andujar, John Tudor. Hawaii in the points. The Lockies used to say first half. All right, Hawaii, I think you're out of your mind. Again, this line opened at a pick. It was 6 last week when the first I kind of did a little show. It went right up to 7. I think it'll be 10. Anything under 10, I could see people taking Vandy. How do you take Hawaii? What kind of team is this going to be, J Rock? The guy's never coached before. I get it. Rainbow royalty. You bring back an old QB from the good old days. Under. And Utah first half. I said that on Chelsea show today. I'm like, it's you want to get in that UConn game. I would probably the line was 33. It's down to 26, 27 now. Utah's going to come in, right? Put on a little show first half for the fans, but they want to be vanilla. They got Alabama next week, and you think they want to? I would think they want to kind of be like, hey, we can play with the big dogs a little bit, right? That's my thinking. Who knows? Maybe they come in here and win 63-3, and then go to Alabama and lose 55-0. I don't know. I can't see it. I see them taking a second half off here, and going to try to play Alabama tough, at least for a half against Alabama. Like that would be Utah State first half for me. I want to see how they compete, and if they're getting rolled, then they'll be like, you know what? Mail it in. Let's not ruin our Mountain West season here. We'll take our $1 million check and go home. But first half, absolutely get that first half. I'm with you on that. I'll probably add that to the chat tomorrow after we clear up with the. Well, I guess I could have added it. There's enough room. Thoughts on Illinois minus the points? I like Illinois, even though the line's going up, Dave. I still like it. I like the under. I'm not sure. Both teams are run heavy. Last year, we had Illinois week 1 here. What'd they do? They only beat Nebraska outright as a dog. So opening against a weaker team, Wyoming team that's rebuilding themselves, new offensive line, running back coach. They got a lot of things going on here for their offense. I'll definitely lean on the Illini. Even with the under kind of moving down, it tells me I think Illinois maybe wins this, 28-9, 30-13, something in that kind of area, I guess. Groovy says Braves first 5 with Strider. It's just tough going. I just said St. Louis 22-5 run. I'm not looking to get in the team's way like that. Like, hey, they're due to have a losing streak. Nope. Tied and prepared. Welcome. Don, what do you got? Question for you here. Would you take under 55 in North Texas UTEP? No, that's a game. Don, and what did you last night? Who was talking last night about this game? They want to bet it. 1, it's the only game not on TV. All right, so that's number 1, which is odd. 2, the line's gone from 5 to a pick'em. So any kind of value on UTEP is gone. I feel, you're not getting any plus points there. It was +2 the other day on like Tuesday. You could add +2. Now it's a pick'em. If anything, I'd lean to maybe a North Texas side here because, now I just have to win the game instead of cover a point spread. But total, for all you know, this game goes to overtime, tied at 27, and it ends up, 55-50 or something. Why this game, Don? Out of and I'm going to say this to you: whoever brings this game up, it's like the only game on the board that's a pick'em. That bet was bet down to a pick'em, so you can't even get the best number. This is a game you take your Sharpie and you got your little printout and just cross it out. Don't worry about it. Let's move on. Dodgers run line. Well, we can't not say going against the Dodgers here. What do we got? 160 run line here early. A 160. It's a little steep for my liking, Jer. Now, you got all the big faves in here, though. You got the Yanks, Phillies, Stros. If you're going to go for this bag, are you going to run line them? Throw them on a parlay, I guess. Or maybe not run line a parlay. If you could do these, actually, I would run line them because they're all minus money, right? What do we got here? Stros are +110, Phillies -135, Yankees -125, Dodgers -160. Yeah, I guess you got to parlay that because I don't want to lay that kind of juice. You got 3 of the top 4 teams in baseball and probably 4 of the top 6. So you should be okay. And good morning to you, my friend. Thank you for coming in. Toronto Angels under. Yes. And I just forget about the travel and all that stuff, extra innings. I like Demers. The guy's pitched pretty well since coming back. So And the Angels can't hit a lick. Giants say, I think the line looks a little low for the Twins. Giants can't hit right. His Twins have been struggling. First 5 under, maybe, huh? I was going to say maybe like Ryan run line for plus 165. Seemed like big faves on Friday nights. Well, every 5 days you're going to have some monster faves, Rob, because you got all the big names come out to play. It is a Friday night late game, right? 330 is on the board. Philly minus $3. I mean, Philly's minus. Actually, they're down at 270. It was a 305 last night because it was a Wheeler listing. But even Falter laying 270. I almost wanted to say like make a play on Pittsburgh there because it's not one of the top guns here for Philly. Even if it was like Syndergaard, you at least have the name and be like, oh, it's Syndergaard. I'm gonna get Michael's best pick with Higgs, 2 best paid picks, and my best pick for a 4-teamer. There you go. There you go. I'm telling you. Listen, I'll tell you right now. I like the Nats. If you could put in a parlay, it'll be a nice parlay parlay when you get that 160 run line. But taking Miami KC tonight, small cash. I guess this is for. Hold on a second. So is this Miami football? I'm confused here. Hold on a second, because Miami's tonight they play at 6:00. I saw like a Dodgers early, and I'm thinking it was like a day game, but they are on the East Coast. Okay, so taking a couple dogs, Marlins and the Royals. Padres can't be trusted. I understand. That's why I like the under. Right, Padres team. You got Musgrove, who's a decent pitcher, but have trouble scoring. Dodgers have a little letdown. I think it's worth a shot. I mean, I'm never going to say don't take a big dog. Sometimes you jump in, take a shot. I get it, Todd. I've done it. Hi, I got the Nats run line today, so I'm never against taking a shot. Sometimes I think he gets 700. They were running down the odds on him hitting 700. You think he should? He's playing well. I mean, are they gonna? Let me pull up this schedule for St. Louis. Just cause down the road, I mean, it's not like a team is going to come in and let them just juice it out here. So you got the Braves at home. Listen, you're in Cincinnati. He should probably hit one out of Cincy ballpark, right? Cubbies aren't going to give him a lick. He's got the Nationals, which is some bad pitching. At Pittsburgh, some bad pitching. Milwaukee might just throw him and hit him in the head. Home against the Reds again for 1, 2, 3, 4. He's a 5-game set at home versus Cincy. He's nice. Padres and Dodgers are going to be tough. And Milwaukee. That's a tough road trip there for him. Then he closes it out with 6 games, 6 straight against Pittsburgh, 3 at home, 3 on the road. Let's be honest. He's at like 698 headed into Pittsburgh. Yeah, they'll goose him just so people can come out to the ballpark. So I think he's gonna get 700. I mean, you got 9 games versus Pittsburgh, 4 versus the Nats.
Not to mention playoffs.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus Cincinnati.
Imagine if Pujols hits 700 in like Game 3 of the wild card.
That doesn't count.
Yes, it does. Towards his career home runs? Yeah, it does.
Shouldn't count playoff home runs. No.
What?
They don't count. Playoff home runs are separate.
It would count towards the 700.
No, it was not.
It wouldn't?
No, they're playoff home runs. That's not regular season stuff.
Oh, I'm looking up stats.
J-Rock says it was 240. What was the 240, J-Rock? What was 240? My weight in high school? I don't know what we're talking about. Why do I like New Mexico State? I don't like I sort of like New Mexico State. I'm sorry. I'm talking UTEP. So New Mexico State for me here. We're getting 9.5. Well, it's down 8.5 here. I also think that for coach-wise, we have Jerry Kills, old school guy at Minnesota, a lot of experience. Nevada's bringing in a whole new crop here. Coach, coordinators. This team doesn't cover as a double-digit favorite when they're going to bowl games. Now, I think this is like a 3-win team. I said the other day, I looked at their schedule. I'll pull it up. I think I have it. Is it nearby here? I don't like anything about this team. Here it is. New coach. So New Mexico State, I think they could lose this game. Forget about covering. Texas State at home, maybe you win that one. All right. We talked about Incarnate Word. That's a win. Iowa, loser. Air Force, loser. Colorado State, I don't think they get that done. No. At Hawaii, they'll be too busy partying. This is a bad team. How are they? I get it. But, people like it. Oh, it's New Mexico State. I kind of like New Mexico State. At least they got a coach taking over who's been here and done that and has some experience. Nevada had nothing like that. If people don't really hold you to task, I just have crazy stuff in here like, money line for New Mexico State or Northwestern and stuff like that. Just put a bunch of crazy dogs in here. But like New Mexico State, I think not only covers, I think they win this outright. This game was a 17 opener, 17 and a half when it opened. All right. For some, I have no idea a reason why. Maybe this team wins 4 games. No. Just take New Mexico State, Don. Take New Mexico State and then come in Sunday and be like, wow, you were right. That's all you got to do. Corey, checking in. Good to see you. No Moose, no India. Farmer looks like a slumping, and no Almora. Give me the Nats all the way, just like Hicks says. Yes, Groovy. Get in the bus. Get on that run line bus. Anton, good afternoon to you. Thank you for popping in and commenting. Twins have lost 6 in a row. I don't know why anyone was rushing about the Twins. Would not be shocked if Wood has a good start and Giants pulls off. How about Giant first 5 team total under? Twins have lost 6 in a row, huh? So you know me. That's an auto play on San Fran. Right? I would say, San Fran hasn't lost 3 in a row, have they? Can't bet a 6 in a row loser. In it to win it is my buddy's Twitter handle. In it to win it. I like it. I'm Gen X, game-winning hits. Yes, game-winning hits. Yes, Todd, right? Walk-off nonsense. He walks it off. No. It's no fun in a walk-off. Bottom line, game-winning, anything's a walk-off. No, I'm definitely old school, Justin. Bottom line, it's game-winning. It's game-winning. You're good, doing well in baseball, excited for college football tomorrow. Couch Saturday. Yeah, it's a good Saturday, right? It's just enough games. Like, everybody loves a lot of games, right? You want to just be there. But tomorrow is a day where you could literally sit there and watch every game that's on except for the UTEP game that has no television. I got to find it. I'm in Texas. I got to be able to find that game somewhere down here. Taking Atlanta, run line, Katana, High versus Braves. I like Katana, but he's good for like a 3 spot. That's why I kind of like the over here, believe it or not. And again, sidewise, the problem is, I get it. You got run line. You're getting plus. I didn't even write down a run line for this because it opened at 130. Now it's at 150. My thing is, Cards red hot. Do I want to jump in front of that? At least you're taking plus money on a run line. I guess you won't really get hurt. And want to have fun? Go to strip club, cheaper than gambling. Well, it depends. Would you take under 56 Nebraska? It moved up. I already got the under. I got the under 55. Right. I got an. Hold on, Nebraska. That's a 56. That's up to 56 Nebraska. Don't tell me that. That's a man. I got a bad number. I got 50 and a half. Yeesh. That's a bad move if I got that one. I really want to fade Cole.
No. I see it at 51.
All right.
And Northwestern's down to an 11.5 on some books.
That was just at 13
10.5 on one book.
That's at 13. So they must have heard the show and say, let's take Northwestern. Because
I'm on Northwestern.
That's Nebraska is a team, again, 3-8 or whatever they were last year.
3-9.
Eight,
Yeah.
3-9.
Both
A lot of
more.
close losses. They had, I think, eight of their losses were by single digits.
I think they were the best 3-9 team of all time.
But that's the thing. Like, have you corrected your fumbles or your drop passes or your missed tackles that could take those 8 losses and turn them into a 6-2 wins? You know.
No.
And on the other side of this, I have a coach with Northwestern who he's a little up and down, but you kind of know what you get all the time with this team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that last year, and again, it's last year, a different team. Dude, you lose 57-9 or whatever the hell they got beat down by. Your coach is going to bring it up. Be like, I don't care. Some of you guys weren't here. That's insulting to you. You wear this uniform. He's that kind of guy. And Scott Frost, hot seat for sure, on fire. Every year is this guy's best team. He hasn't done anything. I like the under because Northwestern offense was terrible in the red zone. And Nebraska is just, till you see it, can't get it. Can't get on it. I really want, yeah, Cole, I took the +1.5 with the A's. Nope. Yeah, it's tough. I had the A's last night thinking it's the Yanks. They're not good. I mentioned it. 5-20. Where is it? 5-14 this month. 13-20. Last 33. Not good. Definitely not St. Louis 22-5 country. I can't bet the A's today though. Goldie for MVP. Everyone else competing for second place. Yeah, I mean I liked Riley, but let's be honest. Goldie looks like he's going to wrap this puppy up. Hit 10 times yesterday. NFL parlay Casey under, and that's supposed to be Texas. That's you had Houston. Kim, I remember you came into the show. Nice. Listen, I said I was right with you on those. Well, I had the sides, but I mean unders. This as I said with the NFL preseason, this is a new year. Gotta see how it's going to play out for next season. Real like this card today. I bet 2 games today in baseball today, Mike, and that's not just because I'm slumping a little bit the last week, but again, these numbers, they don't interest me. Is New Mexico points value gone at this point? No, I think you're still all right with New Mexico. Any points with New Mexico is good. It's a great hit, 10 Gs. Thoughts on Baltimore, Houston? Baltimore versus Houston. I mean, you definitely know I'm not going to say the Stros minus 195. You know, that's not coming out of my mouth. Maybe an over here. Lean over. I don't want to do a run line here. I think we see some runs. Look up UTEP. Definitely missed one, but still, I kind of liked UTEP. I'm not saying I didn't like UTEP. My point with the UTEP line is that it was +5, and then on Tuesday it was +2, and now it's a pick'em. So I'm not running to bet UTEP at a pick'em when they were a 5-point. Everybody's rushing in to bet them. Maybe it still wins. I mean, the lines come down, and it's again people. Obviously, taking from 5 to 2 is more sharp stuff and lower limits, and guys, you know, it is what it is. We're betting in June and July, but 2 points in 2 days tells me is that at least the steam chasers jumping in. I like UTEP, right? We did talked about them. I like them to go over their win total. Am I going to bet this game out of pick 'em? No. I mean, again, where's this North Texas squad here? Let me where are they? I mean, for me, this is a line now at pick. What do you have? A point value on UTEP? Like, it's just a no play. I can't play it. And adding to it, it's the only game not on TV. It is again, I can't. Don't bet it. Don't bet it. And listen, if they win, UTEP super. Our over is looking good right out of the gate, and then you could Look to fade them against Oklahoma the next week, getting 30. Corey is leaning Cleveland. I guess this is the Guardians night with Bieber. I would lean a little there. I kind of like the over. Giants, Twins under, yes. Cubbies. How about Cubbies outright? David, Yanks run line, Mets run line, Cowboys, and Bills. Yeah. Yanks and Mets got to go run line for sure. Dallas, this is an interesting spot for them because as a Cowboy fan, and I was happy to cash him last week, this line is 7. McCarthy is 1-5 with Dallas straight up. I mean, do I think Cooper Cup, what's his name? Cooper Rush does anything here? Ben DiNucci. You're going to get Drew Lock, and whether you like him or not, Drew Lock's going to play a half or more here against guys who aren't even going to be playing football come Monday morning. So I would probably lean a little Seattle. If anything, I can't play Dallas. Bills I already bet, but Dallas no. Again, he's 1-5 with Dallas, their head coach. And that Dallas, I mean, we have Dallas in the under week 1. We have a nice 52.5. We got a nice 2.5 money line. I said Dallas under for the season because they had 2.5 linemen. Now they've lost that lineman who's hurt. Now they're down 2 linemen because he was 2.5 because he was kind of banged up. Now he's gone for the season. Take that Giant to win the NFC East. Giants or Eagles? I don't want to say Eagles because they're short 170. Yeah, I wanted to go to that game, Brandon, but my son ended up having a game yesterday down in who'd they play? Straight Jesuit or something. Some college prep team. Bunch of gorillas down there. Big cats on that team. My son's a big boy too. I was like, what the hell? And then after the game, he's like, yeah, the varsity plays Saturday, so they let some of their varsity guys play today. Really? Against the JV guys? My son's a big sophomore. He's like my height, 6, he's a little short of me, so he might be just almost 6 foot. But it's 270. He's not weak. He's like, they were strong. He couldn't keep up. I was like, you hit the weight room there, kid. Bengals today, on paper, right? You're all excited here. It's like, oh, look at this. It's the Bengals and the Rams. It's a Super Bowl rematch. What are you getting from this team? I mean, Aaron Donald should be in jail for swinging helmets at people. I mean, that's just how do you not suspend that guy for a game? Oh, it's practice. So in practice, anything goes in practice now? Is that the case? Good to know, NFL. I'll be looking forward to that down the road. But this game, are you just betting it because it's a little revenge spot and they'll want to beat them and say, we beat you guys? I can't bet this game. I like Pitt money line. Call me crazy. Pitt who? Steelers or Pirates? What game is this? I'm guessing it's the Pirates because the Steelers are our favorite. But I agree with you on the Pirates here. I thought about taking them last night when I could still get like a 270 on them. Revenge spot. Super Bowl revenge. I get it. I'm just, Macaroni Tony. What's the best Nerfy today? A little Nerfy action. Blue Jay good Nerfy. I don't like the Blue Jay Nerfy. My Nerfy would probably go to San Diego and Kansas City. That would be my number 1 Nerfy. Followed closely by the Yankees. And my third one would be the Texas Rangers. Go ahead.
A little bit of baseball news. Julio Rodriguez to sign a 14-year, $210 million guaranteed extension with the Mariners. This deal could be worth up to $400 million.
Why? Because he's got like opt-outs in it or something, or has he just got MVP?
Well, the 210 is guaranteed money. So I don't know. Oh, you're frozen. But that's according to the Underdog Twitter page. 14 years, $210 million guaranteed extension with the Mariners. But you're frozen. It's fine. Just figure I'd bring that one up. Good luck, everybody. I have no clue where you are in the chat, to be honest. By the way, I looked up the playoff stats. I know that I realize that now. That because Pujols already has over 700 home runs, and he has like 709 if you include playoff. But I figure I saw that one. Oh, he's back.
This is clockwork now. Like 10 of it just seems to go. It just seems just go.
Yeah, and it's always when I pop in. But anyway, now 14-year, $210 million. That's the extension and guaranteed money. It could be worth up to $400 million.
Good for him. And people would say, "Oh, don't do that." Take the money, guaranteed, bro. Tomorrow is not guaranteed to anybody.
Crazy.
This guy gets in his car.
For a rookie.
Nah, he looks like. Let's be honest. He's a top prospect. They thought he was a real deal. He's delivered.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal. He's one of the big reasons why Seattle's in this playoff race right now.
You know why you do that? Now you got to. I mean, they could have held off because. But not only that, you maybe hold off a year or whatever to him because you got Gilbert and Castillo and Ray. But it tells everybody, you know what? You're going to pay Soto X amount of money. You're going to give Acuna this amount of money, right? They're signing younger guys to these contracts, right?
Yeah.
Tatis gets
guarantee them.
You know what? Get them at this. It's going to be cheaper than it's going to be in 3 years.
Exactly.
Whatever it is.
Exactly. There you go.
And going forward, they could get other guys. They could say, hey, we got these pitcher signed. They're obviously going for it. This year's going to be tough. Obviously, you got to overtake the Astros, but
they have the wild card, and I think they can make a run through the wild card ranks.
No, but what I'm saying is, they started out so bad, right? They started out
100%. If they start off 500 to begin the year and then go on this big run, they're in contention for the division right now.
Yeah, everything's different. It's a whole domino effect.
Obviously, they can't beat the Astros, so. But 10-minute warning.
Yeah, I gotta roll in, see where we're at here. A lot of comments. We got to start going in. Holy cow! All right. Seahawks, yes. Chargers. Where's the Charger line? Stand by. Got to pull it up here. I should have had baseball, college, and NFL all up. I did not. I switched to college to NFL.
Chargers are against the Saints.
Yep. So I got to pull up them tonight. So getting a 3 today. I would lean maybe the under. Raiders, I just like the under there because the Patriots know everything that their old offense coordinator does. Seahawks Dallas over or under. That one again. Dallas is just bad. They're not going to show up. At this point, they lose another offensive lineman, right? They lost guys in offseason. Now they lose their best one. This is an underplay. He's 1-5. He's not going to want to care. He doesn't want, God forbid, Dak gets hurt or something crazy happens and CD hurts the knee. The season's already going to be a cluster for them. So under for sure. Raiders is under all the way, all day. Raider under. So I know a lot more about college basketball compared to college football. So in North Texas, I just thought Mean Green, great D. You just like Mean Green because you're probably thinking of the movie. North Texas, what was it? The Mean Green? If St. Louis plays my Reds, then yes. Yeah. They got a bunch against the Reds and the Pirates, so he should hit that. He should hit that 700. Alec, you know my luck today. Here we go. I'm sure it's going to be a juiced run line. Mets and Philly parlay. It's a parlay, so you should win it. Right? Two good teams. Although the Phillies, make it a Yankee Met parlay. The Phillies got anybody else for the Phillies. You're going to run to lay 280 with this guy. Padres run line. That's not bad. Plus 105, right? What is that? Minus 125. Not terrible. Not terrible. Okay, we'll survive that one. Rangers game over. I kind of like the under there. Believe it or not, J Rock. Wainwright pitching in all this weekend. I do not know. Playoffs are separate. Playoff stats do not count towards the career stats.
I looked it up. He has 693 regular season. If they counted postseason, he's got 709.
That's it. The playoffs are different. Playoff stats are here. We go. All the Bills, yes. Patriots of Vegas under, absolutely. Chargers and the under. All right, so the Charger game, I don't know. You're second guy on the Chargers. Maybe I missed out on that. I have no idea. I would probably just lean under there. And Dallas, heck no. Stay with no Dallas whatsoever. The only thing in Dallas would be under because I don't think they score a point. And as much as Drew Lock's going to play, is he going to put up 40? I don't think Dallas scores today. Unless it's on a punt return or something with that kid. That's about it. Wilson, I like Hawaii over tomorrow. No, under. Nevada as well. Loser. Nevada over. I get you. Now, I go unders. I go under first week. The lines are juiced up a little bit, and they've all come down. Yeah, he's definitely. I mean, he definitely has like seizures and stuff. But I like him. The players love him. So, Natties, the Nationals. Yes, most days it is 1-800-GAMBLER for sure. But tomorrow I'm going to be a genius when the Nats win this run line game. Anderson over K's versus Miami. Listen, Miami is just a bad team, so you're getting even money on it, Rob. Worth a shot. Nevada and Hawaii will crush Vandy, New Mexico State. Oh, man, Wilson. The pen's got to come out. I didn't want to take the pen out because I'm on time restriction here, but I got to mark this down because I think you got a fat 0-2 on your hand here. I think Nevada loses outright. Nevada and Hawaii crush. All right.
Hawaii doesn't crush them, but they cover.
I'd rather gamble. Strip club's expensive. Yes, start drinking, then you lose your credit card. Northwestern can't score. That's why we got the under. I'm on the over Nebraska. No, I got the under myself, 50.5. My daughter likes it. My daughter likes the gambling talk. They like to play. They bust out all the old casino chips. They want to play poker. She doesn't mind. Whatever. She's like, go to school. She knows. She knows all the guys who run sports books are all Harvard, Ivy League educated stat guys. So not a street urchin like me. Giants 5-5 last 10, Twins 4-6. Giants 4-6, but they've lost 6 in a row. 0-23. What is hard to hit until 3 times through the lineup? See, this is a game going through the card. It's just didn't even pique my interest, so I'm never going to dive in and get those stats. But good numbers. Take the Giants. Patriots win over Raiders. Definitely an under. Definitely an under. Rand says, yikes. What's the yikes for, Rand? What happened? A's are terrible. Can't score no offense. They disrespected my team. They are they're basically a farm team. Terrible. I like Rhino Wood K props. Again, I'll ride with you, Mike. I did not look at either of these pitchers today. Astros, Yanks, Nats, White Sox, Mets, Phillies, parlay. That'll be a nice payday. If all 6 come in. But you know there's a one loser in there. You got to find it. Game screams under. Northwestern not a high pace. No, Northwestern was the worst, like one of the worst red zone teams. They're going to want to grind, and the coaches are going to let them live that 57 down last year, whether the kids were there or not. He's gonna be like, you got that helmet on. You're part of this family. D up. He doesn't care if they win 13-10 or 30-0. He's going to want to stop Nebraska. And I'm taking the under Raiders game. Yes, really like Sean's predicting the game. That was you're going to see no Rangers. You'll see no Raiders guys. The Pats are trying to replace the offense that they're seeing today. So the defense is going to kind of have a little bit of an edge there. 5-minute warning time. Thank you. KC and the Padres. Under. Although our guy Alec here likes Padres run line, I'm more of an under cat. 17-0. Yes, it was. I wanted to go. I had the Texans, Brandon. Yeah, well, exactly. I'm not. That's why I think people are going to bet the Bengals, thinking, "Hey, we get revenge for the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow not playing." Not interested. Yes, they did. I heard they won last night because I bet them, baby. King, what do we got here? Not sure if your pitcher props, earn run market, huh? Lots of thing. I mean, if people can't get down on it, I'm definitely not going to talk about it. 14 years, 210 for J-Rod. Tax-free. Is that how it gets into the bonus of $400 million? Does that have to pay taxes on it? Seattle pays the taxes. Yeah, but 14 years playing baseball, it doesn't make a difference. You're getting paid, and if he has a no trade, or I'm sure he's probably got some limited no trade clause to go to XYZ. You know, it's in the end of the day. I know we say it's just a game. Any sport, it's still a business for them. It's just different. You know, if your company offered you $200 million, would you stay for a decade? That's a big contract. Wilson is crazy. Yeah, bad news. I mean, forget about the cover. I mean, every year you hear about, it's Nebraska, they look really good. Well, prove it. Prove it. I mean, you were the line was 13 the other day. It's down to 11. It was 13 yesterday. It's 11 now, and 10 in some spots. Blue Jays run line. Angels have 12 straight as dogs. Angels just can't hit, so that's why I kind of lean a little under there. Cincinnati. No Bengals. No, no, no. And listen, we're out of here. Tonight, if you want to come, I'll be doing real quick on Mountain West and Sunbelt, and then we'll hit SEC and Pac-12 for totals there in those conferences, and probably talk about the games this weekend. Next up, Detroit Lenny, Morning Wood. Go get some. See you later. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, hit the wrong button.